Roll dice. Ended on 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boros Convoke. Let's go. I've never played a game before on Arena. Wait, did they just draw the game? I mean, I've never seen this before, so we are going to find out. We are about to find out what happens. Editor, this is where you would, like, do a little fast forwarding. Yeah, this is pretty stock-ish Convoke. The only thing that I will say about this list is I am very anti-Thalia. I do not like that card in the format, but yeah, everything else is pretty normal. 1 case, 3 Resolute, 3 Recruiter, 8 Convoke dudes, all the 1-drops, pretty stock stuff, nothing too crazy. Just, I would highly recommend don't play Thalia. We played a little bit with the Prof's Prowess deck yesterday. I want to spend some more time on that. I was a big fan of how Profs played out with that deck. Just like all the 1-drop Prowess creatures, Profs, Cantrips, Crews. That deck was sick. No. I mean, I guess. I don't love this hand, but I guess I'll keep it. If I was on boats. Boats. If I was on boats and Convoke mono red is everywhere, how bad of an idea would it be to play Fiery Cannonade or Breath Weapon? 2 damage to each non-dragon creature. If you were on boats, you can't really afford to do that because it kills all your mana dorks. I don't think you can really afford to do that. Do I want that? Yeah, I think so. I think it's good enough because I can go tap, 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 counter, Gleeful, tap 3 goblins, counter, and then try to dig for a Convoke creature below it. Mono Green Devotion. I mean, I guess I just want to land at this point, right? Would you say that this Luxodon is better or worse than a land here? I think it might be worse than a land. With 2 of these in hand, I think it is worse than a land. Yeah, I think it's worse than a land. Especially because I'm doing this turn. That's certainly worse than a land. So, if we draw a land and they have 1 blocker back, like there, 2, 4, 6, 10, 14, it's exactly lethal. Ooh, let him cook. Let cook. Oh, they're playing Elves. I see. Okay. Well, this creature has reach. 1, 2, 3. Fat Leonard, what's going on? Thank you for the 2-month resub. Welcome back, Leonard. We have a good day today. All right. We just need to find a land. No, you're not a land. Land me. Land! That one's close. That is the one card that I would consider topping here that's not a land. I think I'm still bottoming it, though. I really just want to land here. Yeah, we beat the crap out of Amulet first round. Perhaps I should be playing more than 2 lands in my deck. I have thought about it. It's a lot of Cocos. I'm in love with the Coco. Why is it called I Hate Myself Ponza? 4 Tithing Blade main deck? Sheesh. What's up, Raymond? We talked about the new 4-mana Rakdos creature. I don't think I've seen that. What? Why are they attacking? Am I missing something? I feel like I'm missing something. I mean, I'm gonna block. Okay. I guess they just called my bluff. Maybe they misclicked. Well, you know. Alright, hole me. I would like to go in the hole. Silence bad, get lost mid. I mean, get lost is a removal spell, but it's kind of a slow removal spell. I'm going to shave one of these and one of these. I don't love this hand, but I think it is better than going to 5. I'm going to keep the Thopter. It's higher upside if I find a Convoke creature. I think, right? Yeah, slightly higher upside. The only deck to beat that Ponza deck was Rakdos. Yeah, it looks interesting. We've played something very similar in the past, not quite the exact same deck, but I have played like Ponza adjacent strategies that were like heavy on what you call it, like Planeswalkers and such. We've played decks very similar to that. Which clue looks better? Probably the boot, right? I'm gonna keep the boot in play. Das Boot. Das Boot. Reforge linked it in chat. Alright, what's this? Crispy Crab. A cool? There's no way that's the real name of the card. Black, black, red, red, 5/5, flying trample, legendary creature, Scorpion Dragon Rogue. Sacrifice 3 other creatures. You may put a creature card from your hand onto the... Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Chow, we gotta talk about this. Black, red, red is kind of tough. But it is powerful. Yeah, that's the direct translation. Crispy Crab, a cool. Not a vampire. It is a rogue, though, which could be relevant. I don't even know if this trade is good for me, by the way. Because they could just gas back up with the War Masters. Yeah, like, this trade's not even good for me. I think I'm just dead. Okay. Pop Clue. Convoke creature. Yeah, if anything is going to do it, it's that. Maybe they make some, like, really stupid attack next turn. They just, like, attack with everything. Do I even have lethal? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, I have exactly lethal. Oh, okay. Well, now I don't have lethal. Because we have to block. I'm at 4. Alright, you win. Game 3, game 3, game 3, game 3. No red sources. Where's my red mana? I mean, this hand's still kind of close. How do we feel about this hand? It's got removal spell, reinforcements, convoke. No, I'll mulligan. This is better. This is better. Put this back. Then we go Foundry Warden. Right now, after Fat Leonard, I think it would just be Fat Leonard and Reforged. Fat Leonard with the 5 gifted subs. Folks, if you didn't get one, dodge in chat. Simple as that. Thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs, Fat Leonard. Appreciate that. I will put you in the queue. Let's go here. You gotta put Forge back. I tend to... Not this one. I tend to... Like, knowing the matchup, I usually like keeping the dual lands over the pathways, but it's close. I mean, I'm taking it like a couple extra damage for the upside of keeping, you know what I mean? But like, I think it's kind of worth it. It's very close though. You could maybe justify it either way. We go here. Submit 3, top that, hit for 4. Your turn. All right, I'm going to put Fat Leonard in the queue just so I don't forget. Fat Leonard, thank you again for the 5 gifted subs. Appreciate that. Very, very generous of you. All right, so... Actually, why did I top this? Because I want to flip the case this turn. I'm not playing that. I definitely don't want a second one. Yeah, I mean, it's much better to flip the case here, I think. Pick up Jeffrey. Could have even popped the clue instead of picking up Jeffrey, but I just have lethal with Warden next turn, right? Elf. Been using Profs and Explorer. The card has become my favorite. What are you playing it in, Real John Ramos? I've seen some people play it in Phoenix. You and me will met. Yeah, you're playing it in Phoenix. So I guess they're not dead. Is there a way I can kill them this turn? Oh. Okay, well. I guess that's the way I can kill them. I could have popped Clue and hit an Inspector, right? Yeah, that would have been better. That might have been a way to actually try to kill them. This is the Prowess deck that we played yesterday, and I want to keep working on this. I was very, very impressed with, like, so you have the synergy between all of the one-drop Prowess creatures, and, like, so you already want to play these 12 cantrips and Prowess anyways, and Profs is also a card that triggers Prowess, and also what's nice about this is, like, Profs pumping up Otter is sick because they just can't block the Otter, and then Profs is also insane with Anger because you just make a giant Prowess creature and then give it Trample. So this is like, this deck was really sick yesterday, and I think there's definitely something here. I want to spend some more time on that. And then that deck also probably gets a huge upgrade with Nathan Stoyer's card, Duelist of the Mind, 7-0 with Profs Phoenix. Is the Phoenix deck is only playing like 2 profs, right? They're not playing the full play set, which makes sense because it's not a spell for Phoenix, and you know, I get it. Don't think I'm keeping this one. The Haste Prowess Permit Suspend. Oh yeah, that card too. That card might just replace Ledger Shredder. Even though Shredder is good with profs, I can't keep this. I mean, I am at the draw. There's no way, right? It's only a consideration because I'm on the draw. Obviously, on the play, I would never even think about this. But yeah, if I miss one land drop, I'm just dead on. I'm dead on the spot. Better. We can put back the Dunes with this hand because I have 2 red cards to play on turn 2 anyways. So I think this is fine. I want to keep the dual land though. Back streets back. All right. Against Fatal Push decks, I kind of tend to lead with Epicure, because then I can at least get 1 scry out of Warden before they push it. Although, my plan might just be to lead with reinforcements on 2 anyways, so if that's the case, maybe it is better to lead with Warden. But if they don't Fatal Push me, then I can just go Epicure, Thopter, double activate. Alright. That is a good draw. Alright, Epicure. And it looks like they don't have Fatal Push. So we go Epicure, Thopter, activate. Just want to find a Convoke creature. That is not a Convoke creature. What would you change out of the Pros Prowess? The only thing that I would consider doing is trying to make room for main deck Spell Pierce. I don't know what to cut, though. I really don't know. It's hard to make cuts in that deck. Maybe you can cut, like, the 4th Opt, and maybe the 2nd Reckless Rage, but there's just not a lot that I want to cut. The list is pretty tight. This is their plan? You have 5 cards in hand, and you have decided to pay 3 mana to activate your Knight of the Ebon Legion? That can't be right. That just... I refuse to believe that that is something that you should be doing here. Do I top this? I don't have a land. 15. I think I bottom this. I know it looks really weird, but I just don't have a land. It's the same amount of damage to do it this way. I don't really know what I'm looking for, but... I mean, whatever, they're dead. Unless they have main deck sweepers. Vran, Executioner Thane. I don't know. This one? I'm attacking. Oh, I'm attacking. They're gonna board wipe next turn. There is no way that my opponent's playing board wipes in their Knight of the Ebon Legion Vran deck. Surely, right? Surely that's not happening. Destroy target non-legendary creature. Okay. Well, I guess they're not dead. You take 4. I mean, they're probably just some kind of, like, sacrifice deck. Is this thing a vampire? It is. They could just be black-white vamps. They have died. Alright, black-white vampires. Deafening Silence, no. Portable Hole, yes. Get Lost, maybe. Perhaps. She invading my Golbakon? I don't know. Case is probably good. Let's trim, like, 2 Ornithopters... Let's just cut all the Ornithopters, and then, like, 1 Gleeful Demolition. Let's try that. Might be 2 mana removal spells. Why attack with Thopter? You have to attack with Ornithopter every single time to send a message. Yeah, there's just not really anything that I want to cut from the Prowess deck. My opponent has chosen to draw. Okay, I'm with you. Maybe they're playing the rack. I mean, like, I kind of feel bad for them, but I don't know. You know, they're trying over here. They're trying. They're doing their best. I'm the asshole here, for sure. I'm definitely the asshole. That was cool. I don't know what to say. They're playing Vamps. Do you think they have Sorin Banripper in their deck? I really fucking hate creativity. I think that deck is, like, insanely toxic. There's a lot of decks that I feel that way about Modern, but it is what it is. It is what it is. These hands are not good, by the way. I don't know if you noticed that. These hands leave a little bit to be desired. Hallowed Moonlight. I guess we could play Hallowed Moonlight. We are playing the domain package, so could play Moonlight. All right, what is our plan against vampires? Besides die. Yeah, I mean that's what happens when you multi-5. I don't really think I have a ton. You know what's very frustrating is when I was going to build the sideboard, Tears of Valakut is a card that is not on the Arena platform, and a card that I really wish I had access to in this matchup. I think Gobekhan is good, though, because you can just take the Vein Ripper. I think I'm going to try that. Let's go one case for one Get Lost. Maybe I'm supposed to bring in both Get Losts. This hand's good. I'll keep this. Doesn't have an answer to a Vein Ripper, but it's not bad. I should have played the Eiganjo. I don't know. I might want to hold the Eiganjo in hand is the thing. Okay, well, now I don't want to. Deploy this first. Uno, dos, tres. Kind of stinks that I can't play Invasion and Luxanon, but I can just go Invasion flip, so I'll keep that. Turned off Magic Channel so I don't have to watch the gimmicky Explorer interface in the Arena Open. We're in between rounds. Gobekhan. Oh. Well. I guess it doesn't matter because we have the Gobekhan, so I can take the first path and then trade the other path for Gobekhan. Right. So these two flip Gobekhan, this at you. And then we flip Gobekhan, cast. They cast Path, we sack Gobekhan, and then the other path is not until turn 5. So we have to kill them before they get to 5 mana, which could be possible, I believe. I believe. They are electing to not cast the Path of Peril. That's interesting. I mean, I guess we just full send, right? Here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tap these 3. That I will keep on top, I think. Yeah, so now they just die, right? If they cast Path, we sack Array and kill them. I feel like their only out there was cast the Path, force me to sack the Array, and just draw another Path. But they kind of just gave themselves no outs here, right? I guess they're playing towards doing this on 5, but... yeah, you're just dead anyways. You're just dead anyways. Game 3. Game 3. Let's do that again, shall we? So this is turn 1 Inspector, turn 2 Epicure, turn 3 Knight. I mean, if this hand draws any castable spell, like if it draws any 1 mana spell, it's really good. We have 2 draw steps to draw said 1 mana spell. I think I'm gonna keep it. It's got high upside. It also has a pretty big downside. They taking a Knight? Kind of leads me to believe they have Second Thoughtseize. Streamer, do this IRL. Second Thoughtseize, huh? That's fucked up. It's really fucked up. Alright, your turn. Surely they don't also have Path Apparel, right? You would never open double Thoughtseize Path Apparel. Yeah, I guess Rain Ripper too. Well... Convoke Guard. So we can't possibly win. That's good. It's a good place to be. Go. I want to block here. I take 2. I take 2. Giga Chad. Archfiend. Alright, convoke creature, please. Okay, 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 okay. He's cooking. Let him cook. Let him cook. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, 5. I'm gonna do this main phase so they can't, like, respawn and kill a dude. Alright. Now, never draw Path Apparel, but... Nah, there's no way they have Path. I don't believe it. And we're gonna draw Imodane's Recruiter. Next round... We'll start when the next round starts. 6 matches left. Sokenzan. I guess I should do this. Question mark? I attack. I would like to attack you. No, no, not the Ornithopter. No, Ornithopter, come back. What did this ever do to you? You leave that Ornithopter alone. So copy, sack, still 3 attackers, 1 blocker, still dead. If they have nothing, they're dead. I don't believe they have nothing though. Convoke or Hogak. What if it's both? Breacher. So the Sokenzan is lethal, right? 3 blockers. Yeah, this is lethal. All right, cool. I guess we win. Did not expect to win this game after my somewhat terrible start. Land should never be lethal. We did it. Otaku, you had a good run. Try next time, buddy. Did I have fun? You bet your ass I did. As a matter of fact, I had more fun playing that match than I did my last Modern match. But thanks for asking. This hand is not good. Don't get me wrong. It's not a good hand, but it is playable. Barely. I don't know if this is better, but I guess I'm going to keep it. It's like kind of the same hand, but slightly better because my 1-drop is better, I guess. Isla. What is basic Isla? Could just be blue-white. Could be spirits, could be blue-white. Phoenix. Then I'll raise you like a phoenix. Doomwake, why are you casting your flash spell in your main phase? That's why. Get censored, idiot. Just absolutely censored. Spat on. 2. 1984. Okay, they don't counter that one. Counter this one? Can I have this Thopter, please? What the deuce? 1, 2, 3. Bottom. Deuce. Sorry, we can Lux it on next turn. Creativity. What do you think they're creativity into? We're about to find out. Alright, mistakes were made, you know? Mistakes were made, folks. And by that I mean I didn't know I was going to draw that. Venerated Luxodon. Make disappear? I'll pay the 2. Prismari Command. Probably should have done that one when I cast my creature. Did we Giga Chad Gleeful? There's kind of no reason to, right? What if I blow up their treasure? That's the Giga Chad play. Because they missed a land drop last turn. Alright, don't draw a land, please. Or you could draw a basic island. No! Well, I guess that's fine. We get to keep 2 things. Damage? Damage or Knight? Knight's only for 2? I think it's gotta be damage, right? How much does this thing to activate? 4? I think it has to be damage. It's gotta be damage. I guess I could have knighted for 1 and then hit for 4. Maybe that was better. Knight for 1 could have been good there. Knight with this, attack for 4. Okay. I mean, now we lose. Land, deduce, Brotherhood's End. Alright, I am no longer participating in the game. Alright, creativity. I would like to invade your Gobacon. I would like to invade your Gob. I think that's it. Cases like are only out to Atraxa. I guess we can also Get Lost, because if they put 1 Atraxa into play and tap out, we can probably just kill them with Get Lost. Against heavy, I usually cut 1 Knight, 1 Gleeful, 2 Thopters. And then I guess we can also shave... I don't know, Resolute's good against sweepers, though. Yeah, they showed me Atraxa. At the very end of the game, that was the thing they creativity into. From an Epicure, maybe? Because I am cutting a Gleeful. Play first. Yeah, this is the same exact hand as the first 7, right? We didn't keep it the first time. I mean, this hand needs, like, a Gleeful Demolition to be good. I'll try it. I'm not going to play Thopter on 1. Really no reason to. It's a close one. I mean, it's not the worst. It's better than not finding a play. Warden would have been the best play there. Warden was probably the best draw. But, like, the problem with this hand is I attack them for, what, 10 on turn 3, and then they just cast Sweeper and I can't win, right? That's the issue. Yeah, they can also just censor my Recruiter. Okay, censor cycled. No longer have to worry about... Surely they don't have a second one, right? There's no way. There's no way they have a second one. I refuse to believe. I'm all in. I put my chips onto the table. Chips in the middle, folks. Surely I'm not getting censored here. Okay, well that means they have Brotherhood's End. You usually mull no good setup. My philosophy on keep mulls with Convoke is like you need to have a payoff, right? And I don't necessarily know if this is a good enough payoff if the rest of your hand is like no Gleefuls. This is good enough if you have Gleeful, but if your hand is just like some 1-drops at an end of Recruiter, I don't know if those hands are good enough. Like if we had a Convoke creature, we'd at least have something after they sweep me here, because they're obviously casting a Sweeper. Oh, okay. Never mind. Well, now we win. I think. Maybe. Stop! Recruiter me. You're, like, a little late to the party. Guess the question is, do I pop the blood to try to find a 1-drop? Do I discard Sokenzan? I'm not sure the Sokenzan is super relevant here. I guess if that's my play, I can just pop a Clue, right? Because I can pop Clue, play land, play Luxodon. Yeah, Clue is the same thing. Okay. Alright, so we play Luxodon here instead of attacking them for 2. And then hold the Sokenzan. And I guess just hope the draw Get Lost after they creativity me. Yep. Alright, Prage for Get Lost. We get 2 looks at it. Land plus Clue. Or draw step plus Clue. Ever played poker? I played like a little bit of online poker a long time ago, but it's been a while. Oh. So they go to 1 here. Right? They go to 1. Can't kill them. Can't kill them. Okay. Hold. Epicure would have been nice. Go. Oh god, losing this game. Losing this game would be cringe. I could have maybe popped the blood token, discarded. Maybe I should have popped the blood, discarded the tap lane, and look for Epicure. That's probably a little bit better. Because then if I miss, I could still just play the Inspector and hold the Sokenzan. They have Cruise in their deck? Usually these decks play Dig. Kind of surprised they're playing Cruise. Okay, well, they have Brotherhood's End? We have Brotherhood's End beat with this. No, they have died. Okay, cool. Dope. Game 3. No, they're playing Creativity. It's land heavy, but I don't know. Epicure Reinforcements Knight I think is good enough. It's close. Folks, Gamba is up for the Modern Challenge Round 4. Get your bets in now. Place your bets. What's up, Mikey? What the deuce? I mean, I want a Reinforcements main phase to play on counter spells, but it's worse against Brotherhood's End. Folks, you don't have much time left to Gamba. Gamba. Nobody Gambas on my channel. Nobody Gambas. All on black. We didn't have a lot of Gambas on that one. There was not a ton of... There's not a lot here. Somebody slammed the over at the last minute. 5 total people gambled. Alright, Brotherhood's End. 1, 2, 3, 4... Yeah, so we can just go again, basically. We go again. Fit. Does that one get lost down? 1, 2, 3. Guess I have to keep that. Definitely have to keep that. Fable. Hey, I'm invading over here. Take that. Play this. 1, 2, 3. Bottom that. Question is... Do I want to activate Warden pre-combat and not attack? Well, I guess I'm not attacking with the Inspector anyways. It's actually probably better to go send these 2 at the invasion with the other knight at them, because that pumps all 3 of these, as opposed to tap, 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 activate Warden, hit for 2, this at the this here. Yeah, I think it's better to do it the other way. It's basically the exact same outcome, but I get an extra counter on the knight. Right. Oh, no, the knight plus Warden should have went here. The other knight should have went at them. That was a mistake. I'm just missing a damage doing it this way. Yeah, I just missed -1 damage. -1 damage. Yeah, when has 1 damage ever mattered? Surely it won't come up this game. There's no way. There's no conceivable way that the 1 damage would end up mattering this game. It's not possible. Okay. I guess I take this. I could double, but I think take is fine. Sweltering Suns. I care? I guess I'll draw in response. I don't think I care about that. Yeah, that's fine. Sure. Yeah, that resolves. I mean, I could sack this, but what do I care about 2 1/2s? Just don't think that matters. Are they dead? Yeah, they're just dead, right? I just go play this, activate, hit for 15. I don't need to sack. There's just no reason to sack there, right? This is just lethal. I mean, I guess I'll do this, because why not? It's free. But it doesn't really matter. Alright, cool. Easy dubs. Alright, what are we, 4-0 now? Let's get a nice little 7-dub Explorer metagame challenge. Certainly not with this hand. Most certainly not with this hand. On the draw. I'm going to keep this in the draw. We'll draw 1 drop. People like Modern because most Magic players are Commander casuals that just not want to die on turn 1 or 2 and want to cast whatever they want to and don't care about the actual play experience. I mean, my biggest issue with Modern is that every single game feels completely one-sided. Like, there's just, I don't know. We've gotten to a point where the threats... this is kind of crazy to say with Leyline Binding in the format, but it does kind of feel like the threats are just have 100% surpassed the answers. And, like, maybe that's not the best way to explain it, but every single deck is doing something completely broken. They play their standard deck? And because of that, it just feels like there's just a lot more one-sided games. You know, a lot of people have asked me over the years, like, what I don't like about Modern. My answer is just that the games aren't fun. And it's not really that much more complicated than that, you know? The games just aren't fun. Don't push this, please. No, they know. They know. They are aware. Okay, well, I'll just cast it next turn then. Fuck you. I mean, there's just no fixing Modern at this point. It's just going to be a dumpster fire for the next, you know, however long until they come up with some new format. There's no fixing Modern. It's just going to be the way that it is for a while. Takenuma. Only ulties? What is that? I mean, I think that's part of what they're trying to do with Modern Horizons. You know, whether people want to believe it or not, Horizons is what essentially amounts to the rotation of Modern, right? But not like the actual full rotation, in a sense of the broken cards get, like, actually removed from the format, you know? But, I mean, I think that was maybe their intention. Just the play patterns aren't very good. Everybody's doing broken shit. There's so many toxic cards. Games just aren't fun, you know? Stop! Stop killing my shit! It's not nice. I think we have to keep the Ornithopter in play. Is Legacy that different, though? The whole point of Legacy was that Legacy was the place where you... What's the best way to explain this? Legacy was known as the broken format forever, you know? And I don't think that people necessarily thought that Modern would ever get to that point, right? And it was kind of like expected when you got like turn 1 or turn 2 in Legacy. That was just commonplace. That was a thing that was going to happen to you. That was what you got. It was what you got. Basically, what you signed up for. And it almost feels like Modern has gotten to that point, but Modern wasn't necessarily ever, like, you never signed up for that, you know? When they initially designed Modern, it was supposed to be a turn 4 format, and the cards were much less powerful. And I get power creep and all that stuff, but... Modern does still have the free spells. Not as many free spells, and they're not as powerful. But they do still kind of exist. I gotta trade here. I don't know how I win this game from here. Alright, that didn't go so well. Black, green, gold garbage. I would like Case. I would like Invasion, I think. Let's go 2 Ornithopters, 1 Gleeful, and 1 Epicure. And then we'll do like Get Lost over Case, another Epicure. What if I just cut all the Thopters, actually? Keep the Case, keep the Epicure. Premise of non-rotating format is that the players are going to find the best thing to do eventually. Well, I guess the issue there is... I don't know if you could necessarily call Modern a non-rotating format, because, you know, like I was talking about earlier, whether you want to believe it or not, whenever they introduce a new Horizon set into the format, a certain number of cards just become invalidated, and that's what's happened with the first 2 Modern Horizons. And I think a lot of why, you know, that was the source of a lot of people's complaints about those sets, because they just invalidate so many strategies, you know? Right. Yeah, it's very similar to Yu-Gi-Oh! In that case, where it's like pseudo-rotation, but not blatantly obvious rotation. They take Gleeful Demolition. Interesting. Okay. Go 1, 2, 3. Don't really need that. Wonder if they have second Thoughtseize for Case. Kind of hope they don't. I just want to slam Case next turn. No! Surely they don't have double Thoughtseize Fatal Push, right? It's pretty good. Okay, guess I can't complain. Look, if they're going to have double Thoughtseize Fatal Push, I deserve to rip Knight into hit 2. If they can have 3 1-mana spells, then, you know, it's only fair. I'm just evening up the odds. Play this one because it's the one they know about. Do you have any lists for either Roots or Temur, World Souls, Rage, and Pioneer? Pioneer season is coming up. I saw that Crokies was playing Omnath World Souls Rage. Like, basically the standard deck, but with Omnath and Yorion. That might be a good place to start. I remember that match. I remember that match like it's yesterday, Uprising. I'm glad that's how you find me, though. That's pretty entertaining. Haven't seen that. I haven't heard of that in a while. What is their priority window? Why are they getting priority here? Am I missing something? Maybe they just held priority. Alright, cast this. Cast this. They appear to be very dead. Surely I can't lose this game, right? It's a really good top deck. It is an exceptional top deck. Take 3. Okay. So we pop Clue, try to find Get Lost. And he lost. The answer is no. So if I send everything, they block a 2/2, 2, 4, 6, 7, they go to 4, then all these get pumped, and then I can chump block the Glissa. Oh no, they have 2 blockers. So they block these 2, take 5, go to 6, then these get pumped. That can't be very good, right? Yeah, I don't think that's good enough. So I think we just pass here. I could even... Yeah, you know what, actually? I could even go double block, sack invasion. That might be a good play. Especially if they tap out pre-combat for kicks. Only the rookie, huh? I mean, this is a pretty safe, like, just quad block, right? I think this is a pretty safe quad block. This plays around push. If they cast, you know, whatever. I'll just pass priority. I'm not going to sack Light Shield just to keep a Novice Inspector. Sure. Don't know why they didn't play that pre-combat. Clue me. Okay, that's easy mode. Trying to think if I want to play the Epicure first, or leave up the potential of casting a Resolute Reinforcements, but then I have to... No, I'd rather play this first, because I want to keep a bigger creature back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this way we can hit 1-drops. Perfect. Cast this. Activate this. I just want to find Recruiter at this point. Go. Huh. I mean, this is pretty safe, right? If I just go here and sack Array. Because if I triple block sack Array, they need to have 2 removal spells, and even if they do, they just trade 2 for 2 and I get to keep my last creature. I think this is fine. Yeah, I can't think of a card they could have here that punishes me. 1 removal spells, whatever, I don't care. Sure. Just doesn't do anything. Okay. Your Gliss is still dead. Yeah. Okay. Good talk. Cool. Onboard tricks, by the way. Game 3. I mean, I keep this on the draw. What do I put back, though? Is it Invasion? Could also be second Convoke creature. This is tough. Obviously, I can't go to 5. I have to keep the 6. Maybe it is second Convoke creature. But it's like, if I... Okay, let's assume they have Thoughtseize. If I put back Invasion, they're gonna Thoughtseize Gleeful Demolition, right? So maybe it is better to put back the second Convoke creature against Thoughtseize, because if I put back Luxodon and they Thoughtseize me, what do they take? If they take Gleeful, then I have 2 1-drops and Invasion. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put back the Luxodon. I think that makes more sense. It's better if they have Thoughtseize. Only slightly better, but it is better enough if they have Thoughtseize, which I think makes it worth it. Well, I guess it's just how it's gonna be, huh? I guess it didn't matter. So now they have to take Gleeful. They don't have a choice. Do they have Path? Second Thoughtseize, maybe? Fine. Really hard to beat double Thoughtseize. Tough beats. Tough beats. Not a lot I can do about that. Yeah, also drawing the third Luxodon is even more frustrating. I mean, I guess if anything's gonna do it, it's maybe that. Do I get greedy and sack Blood here? I have 2 cards in hand. I don't think I sack Blood, but I do think I pop the Clue. You can have as many Thoughtseizes as you want now. Okay, medium annoying. Oh, I forgot to drop from the Modern Challenge. Let me do that real quick. No blocks. It's good. This game become winnable all of a sudden. And we can hopefully trade the Luxodon for the rookie. They're 12 too. This game is definitely winnable. Check out. They're playing Pioneer. Oh, this is Pioneer. I definitely trade here, right? With second Luxodon in hand. Easy trade, I think. Alright, run it back. I guess this is bad if they have a Wrath, but, I mean... I'm probably not beating a Wrath anyways, right? Go. I'm likely going to end of turn discard Invasion, but I don't want to do it now. I guess doing it now is good if I draw a land, maybe? What the hell? Brother, you're dead on board. What? What? Hit bush? Kind of sus. They actually beat push, right? Yeah, block push, take 12. Alright, well, you know. I never drew second land, didn't matter. Easy dubs, folks. Yeah, 5-0. Alright, 2 more. 2 more. It is time to get it twisted. If only you were a dual land. Gotta go to 5. Alright, well, I mean, we can find a payoff. Surely I'll find a payoff with this hand, right? The Throbbing Inspector. Fiend Artisan. This. Amalia? Yeah, it looks like Amalia. This matchup is really bad. What do you like better, Thraben Inspector or Novice Inspector? Well, I would say in paper Thraben Inspector, because you can actually have the retro border Thraben Inspector, but unfortunately we don't have access to those on Arena. I wish we did. So on Arena, Novice, but in paper, Thraben. It's all about the retro. You see, the third Ornithopter, it's what they say. It's never the first Ornithopter or the second, it's always the third one. I'm going to play them in case we draw a case, because then I can attack with 3 Ornithopters and lose nothing. Although, we're probably just dead this turn. Oh, we're dead to Artisan, right? No, because Artisan can't sack itself. And if they sack the Veteran, they don't have the life gain to trigger. So, in theory, we have a turn. Okay, we no longer have a turn. Just kidding, we don't have a turn. Did we know about the cord? I wasn't paying attention. Volley me. Hole me. Hole me? Hole me. Oh, okay, I didn't see that. One night out. Maybe cut all the Resolute Reinforcements just because they're kind of slow. And then we have 4 spot removal. I don't know that I want 2 mana spot removal against them. I think my removal has to be 1 mana. I don't want Rest in Peace. Is there anything I should be cutting that's not reinforcements? I don't think so. I think I just have to be as fast as possible. I mean, I have to keep this, right? I don't think I can ever mulligan this hand. We do have to draw a land on turn 2. But I guess the nice thing is if we miss, we can just cast a Portable Hole. And then if we hit, we get to go Luxodon Double Hole the next turn. That's how it's done, folks. That is how it's done. All right, you are extremely dead. It is, in fact, a wrap. They could play sweepers, although I don't think they would play sweepers in their Amalia deck. All right, let's do this again in Game 3, shall we? Cool. That was fun. Game 3. I like how I'm spending all this time talking about how there's so many non-games in Modern, and then, you know, that's what I just did to my opponent, and we're playing Explorer. I mean, this hand's as good as it gets, right? Which one do we play first? This is the most important question. I think I'm going to go with Novice first this time. I went Thraben first last time. I'm just feeling the Novice first. I'm changing up the vibes. Prosperous Innkeeper. Okay, so I guess the question is, what is the likelihood that I die next turn? They have to have... I mean, they did keep 7, right? But if I cast Portable Hole, I can't die, right? I think pretty low. I mean, they need Land, Wild Growth, Amalia. I am dead if they have those 3 cards. Land, Wild Growth, Amalia. What if I go Hole the Innkeeper and then play Thraben, or Hole the Innkeeper, play Epicure. Next turn, Gleeful Knight, Hold Up Volley. I think I like that the best. I think I like that line. Because without the Innkeeper in play, we can't die next turn, right? And this way, we just get to go Gleeful Knight, Hold Up Volley next turn. On MTG Arena, does the opponent deck draw or lose the game if the combo goes wrong? I think they just time out, but they still gain a bajillion life. I'm pretty sure they just time out, though. I don't think it actually goes to a draw. I don't know, though, because I've never had that happen before. Interesting. I think I want to pop the Clue. And now I think I want to play Luxodon. 2, 3, 4, 5. Go. Client tells you if you do not take a different game action, you draw. Oh, really? The Arena client? I knew that it drew on Moto, because it just, like, it would restart the game on Moto, but I've never actually seen that happen on Arena before. I didn't know that. It's kind of interesting. All right, what do you got, opponent? What do you got, smutting? Chord equals 2. So we just kill the Amalia? I mean, they're gonna get Amalia, right? Do I have lethal? Oh, I do have lethal. No, am I 1 short? Oh my god, I think I'm 1 point short. No, I think I'm 1 point short. Oh no. I think I'm 1 point short, right? Because they go to 15. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 14. I guess what's nice about this is they have 2 mana confluences. Oh. Oh my god, I don't have the mana. So how do we kill them this turn? We have to loot for an Epicure, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 14. Oh no. I think I'm going to come up 1 point short. Epicure. Epicure. Not quite. Alright, well, I mean, I guess we put you to 1. Now, they do have 2 mana confluences, so that is relevant. I'll play this. Alright, chat, we need to hold. Hold! Bridge. Bridge, 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 bridge. Could have killed the life gainer and forced Amalia chub. True. Maybe that was better. Kill Elias, force them to trade for the 2/2, and then they would only have Walker left over. Yeah, that might have been better. I didn't think about that, Pulse. That might have been better, yeah. Yeah, if I kill Elias, they stay at 14, and they don't gain life, which doesn't trigger Amalia. Oh no. Do they really have it? Wait, their Wild Growth Walker's indestructible, though, right? So this is a draw? Wait, did they just draw the game? They should have targeted the Elias, right? Why didn't they just target the Elias? All right, well, I've never seen this before, so we are going to find out. We are about to find out what happens. Editor, this is where you would, like, fast forward, you know, do a little fast forwarding till the end, and we'll see what happens, but we're going to find out together. I'm just going to sit back and enjoy the show. Sit back and enjoy the show, folks. Should draw soon. Yeah, I mean, they've gone through a lot of loops, so. How many revealed cards is this? Both heads explode. All right, cool. Game 4. Game 4. There's a first time for everything. Also, who gets to play or draw? Is it random? Yeah, I don't know. We're going to find out. I would like to be on the play. Extended content. My hand's good. Well, I guess good is a stretch. This hand is acceptable. I don't think it's a mulligan, but it is a keep. Needs to find a Gleeful and or a I guess Gleeful is the best draw with this hand. I can't mull it though. I don't think I care about veteran. I think I'd rather save the hole for something better. So let's do this. Just give me a Gleeful off the top. A clean Gleeful would be nice. Okay, well, good thing I didn't kill the veteran. Because they had another copy anyways. Ornithopter. What if I portable hole their treasure token? Portable hole treasure token, Ornithopter, Ornithopter. Pass with volley up. Next turn, case. Flip case. Kind of like that. There's really no reason to kill either of these, because they just have 2 of them anyways, I think. Do I want to trade an Inspector for one of those? No, I don't think so, because then if they double block, then I can't flip case next turn. I guess if they double block, I just volley this, so maybe that attack was free. And I guess I'm killing that with case. Yeah, I'm going to kill that with case. Okay, untap. Oh. Well, Does that change things? No, I still think we flip the case this turn. I think we have to flip the case. Yeah, we gotta flip case. Now, we could be dead, right? If they need land, Walker, Amalia, which, I mean, they only have 3 cards. If they have it, they have it. But I feel pretty good if we get to untap. Sure, I don't care about that. A land would be nice here. Land lets me hold up Volley with Luxodon. So I just tap out and not hold up Luxodon. If they had any combo pieces, they would have cast them, right? I don't think they have it. This might be a little too aggressive, though. Perhaps this is too aggressive, I'm not sure. They got a pause window, so maybe their last card's Chord. This could be bad. Okay, that's fine. Now I feel pretty safe. Yeah, now we're just Bing chilling. Because now we get to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold up Volley. And then if we can rip a land, we get to go Recruiter, hold up Volley again. Get lost on Luxodon. Sure. I don't think that matters at all. Here, I'll move face cam down here for a sec. Now you can see the mole. Mole, enjoy. The mole is kind of nice. I'm a big mole fan. And if you click on it, it's looking for feed pics. We're going to buy Dwayne after this. I'm going to go to the shop and buy Dwayne. Don't worry. Combat. Combato. Alright, we're going back. Chump Blocku. Like 10. So now we just get to go Gleeful here. Hold up Volley. Le Combat. Can't play Recruiter though, because we have to hold up Volley. Yeah, I mean, this game, obviously, like, they should have won the last game. To be fair, you know? They should have won the last game. I guess I could have used the map. That was kind of free. Yeah. Because I only have to hold up 1 red. Yeah, I could have used the map there. Although I think it doesn't matter too much. Let's map here. Alright, that. Just gotta go to combat. Pop the hole for the tokens. Oh, right, because the hole was on nothing. Sure. Yeah, you're probably right. I think at this point it doesn't matter all that much, but you are correct, yeah. Seems like they have something. No? They're at 3? They go up to 4, back down to 3, and your turn. Alright, you can go. 1 draw later, we are 6-0. So many veterans. Yeah, Volley is a good card. None of this matters. They're at 8, 4. Still dead on board. I mean, I guess I'll just do this. Just in case we find the land for a Recruiter. It's not a land. I mean, what could they have if I Recruiter, right? Is there anything they could have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They can chord for 4. No, they can't. Amalia doesn't do it, right? They can gain 3 life, go to 11, 5 blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I guess they could survive with Amalia. Yeah, they could survive with Amalia. So I'm just going to do this. In theory, they could survive with Amalia. Because this attack is lethal anyways, right? They block 4 and they still take 3, 6, 10. So I think I can afford to play safe. There's not really anything they can have. I mean, they're going to chord for Amalia here, but then I just kill the Amalia, and then I don't think they have outs. Loran's Escape. I mean, they're still just dead, right? Doesn't do anything. All right, 6-0. Time to play for the trophy. Cloud 934. Okay, I lost the die roll. Sag. Cloud is the end boss. I keep. If only I had Dwayne. Black Cleave Cliffs, huh? Black Cleave Cliffs. Yeah, it's Vamps. Okay, they didn't push the Inspector. It's good. We like that. You know what's sick about this hand? If they fatal... Okay, well, it doesn't matter. I was going to say if they fatal push the Inspector, we can still play the Knight because we have Ornithopter. Why don't people play Rakdos? I mean, this is just the new Rakdos deck. Imodane's Voldarin, I think. And they just shove through a Bane Ripper next turn. We could take Luxodon. The only problem... Okay, so here's my issue with taking Luxodon, right? They go land, Sorin, put in Bane Ripper, sack Harvester, kill this, gain 4, go to 24. Then I guess instead of recruiting, we Luxodon them. Because Recruiter's not even close to lethal, but they're at 24. We have one less dude. But then the other problem is they get to gain 7 the next turn and go to 31. We're just never going to be able to kill them. It's going to be tricky. I mean, they might just not have Sorin Bane Ripper, but... Like, we probably win if they don't have Sorin Ripper. Roll RK, thank you for the 12 months of looking respectfully at Fletcher's Johnson. Any primers in the chat? Thanks again for the 12 months, Brolar. Looking respectfully, of course. Yeah. So, we could Recruiter this turn. How good is Recruiter? They have 2 blockers. So they would block Recruiter, Inspector, and they would take 7, 12, go to 8. The other option is just like Luxodon, a bunch of shit, attack for 4 and pass, and then Recruiter next turn. That's probably better, right? Yeah, that's probably a lot better. So we go attack for 4. Yeah, we're just going to go Wide Joel here. Epicure... Luxodon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold up Reinforcements. Played against you last game, my iPad froze when I comboed. So, Sir Louis, what you should have done, instead of drawing the game, because like when you give the Walker Indestructible, it draws the game. If you had just Tameo safekeeping the Ellisil core, you wouldn't have drawn the game. All right, well they're dead. Yeah, you don't want to give the Walker Indestructible. The funny thing about the Heroic versus Amalia matchup is Heroic plays 4 Lauren's Escape, and they can actually target your Walker and force a draw. That's usually what happens in those matchups. Yeah, always be careful with that. You don't actually want to give the Walker Indestructible. I mean, if it's their first time playing it, it's not a common thing, you know. You wouldn't normally think of that. It's extremely corner case, so I don't blame people for not knowing. Why don't we take 2 there? Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter, right? Okay, vampires. We want Get Lost for Bane Ripper and Invasion, I think. Is that it? Maybe Case. Let me go... Oh, Gigantha's got a hat again, by the way. 1, 2... I'm going to cut all the Ornithopters. Cut the Case, maybe? How does that look? Does that look good? I think Warden is awkward. Would you consider shaving a Warden and keeping the Case? Because I don't think I want any Ornithopters against them. This is just my weakest card for sure. Guess I could keep in the Gleeful, but like... Gleeful is a little bit worse post-board when they have so many sweepers. We'll try it like this. I think this is good. This hand is no bueno. No bueno. This hand is bueno. Do this, I think. So I think I'd lead Epicure here to disincentivize them from casting Fatal Push first, and then I can actually go, yeah, we did Epicure here for sure. I mean, we are going to get cooked if they have Path of Peril. Some people have tried the Convoke deck in Modern. Ooh. Wow, that is an interesting top deck. I mean, if they go nothing into nothing, they obviously have Path, right? This is like the world's most obvious Path of Peril. So I think we have to play this slow. Yeah, I'm gonna play this slow. Oh. I see. Okay. Do we take the Sorin or the Ripper? Probably the Sorin. We take Sorin. I mean, my hand can beat a couple of Fables, I think. I did draw the land. Okay, so now we go Warden, and pray to God they don't find Path of Peril, because we're never beating it if they do. Want that. Gleeful this. Don't want that. Alright, don't draw Path, please. I mean, I guess they could just kill the Warden. We're actually not in that great of a spot. Yeah, we're kind of boned here. Tough. The 5th lane does not help either. So people know that we're 6-0. Bloodtithe Harvester. Yeah. On the draw, the 5th land does not help. They're just going to kill this now. I think winning starts by drawing a copy of Venerated Loxodon. It's probably our best draw. Recruiter would be nice too. Recruiter would help a lot. Okay. I mean, I can't complain about that. 1, 2, 3, 4 auto pay. That's step 1. Still swing at Invasion. Not withdrawing the Loxodon. I have to play the Loxodon there. Now I'll take a Recruiter. Cast a Ripper for 6. I guess what's awkward about this is if they have just drawn a land, they can go Sorin for 5, put in Bane Ripper. Case would be nice. Okay. That's tough. I get a zombie. Probably not going to do it. I guess we played Jeffrey. Hefe! Can't really attack here, right? I just can't really attack here until I find Get Lost for Kalitas. Yeah, maybe it was better to Novice draw there, kill Kalitas, then I could try to flip Invasion. That might have been a better plan than just Gigant thing. Okay, well now we're cooked. I think it's Copy Harvester. Close. Flipping Invasion would be nice, yeah. We are cooked. Cooked. Alright, let's go to game 3. That's alright. We always got game 3. I think I still like how I sideboarded. Game 3, all the marbles. Convoke's been good. It's one of those decks that's like, it's never going to be a bad deck. It always has... It has draws that people just can't beat. And we've had quite a few of those draws today. Yeah, we've also had draws like this. Okay, this hand's good. I'm going to put back Pathway. I kept 7. We have a Gamer. I'm going to lead Inspector, I think. Yeah, lead Inspector. It's worse against Thoughtseize. But if they Thoughtseize, they're just going to take Lethal anyways. It's better against Push. Okay. We go here. Don't think we want 3rd land right now. We just want to find a Convoke creature. The Sacred Foundry is the Ravnica Clue edition. Oh. I think we keep that. Yeah, we gotta keep that, right? They go Land Harvester, we go Case, Kill, Flip, and then it's just Path or Bust. So they must have drawn Fatal Push. That's still fine. I think I flipped the Case here. Right? Actually, no. Maybe it's better to Resolute here, because if they go Sorin, put in Ripper, I can go end step Resolute, untap Case, sack one creature, kill the Vein Ripper, and then flip the Case, kill Sorin. Yeah, that's way better. Because I'll have 6 dudes. I sack 1 to the Ripper, I still have 5, which still kills it. Yeah, this is good. Oh, this song is nice, Forest. Hi, big fan. Hopefully it's Kalidas. Alright. It's okay, we still have the speed, kind of. Does it matter which one we sack? I guess a red creature? I don't think it matters that much. So they go to 18. Kill Sorin. 40 you. Alright, no sweeper would be ideal. I mean, if they don't have a sweeper, they're probably just dead. Oh. Be my guest. Be my guest. Get out of here. I'm going to attack for 10 and not cast Knight. I'm going to put them to 2. You can have that one. That one is A-okay. Easy clap. A clean 7 wins. 7 right there. 7 wins. Easy clap. Folks, if you're watching this on YouTube, that is exactly how you handle the Explorer Metagame Challenge with a few paid actors along the way. But we do, in fact, take those. The 4-game match? Yeah, look, okay, no comment. I would like to say no comment, all right? A clean 7 wins. Easy dub. So yeah, just look at the scoreboard, it's fine.